No, you're good. Do you want to just make an opening statement and then we'll take questions?
Yeah, sure. Just happy with the win, and then really just pleased with the leadership on this team. So I told the guys I was gonna let loose and have fun tonight, and I wanted to see them. All the coaching took place already, so I wanted to see them lead and take over this game, and they did. And so it was an awesome sight to see as a head coach, and there's some things that we can get better and do and improve on. But I love the fact that we had a lot of players get in the game, and against a good physical team like Navy, I felt like we challenged our team to be physical, and so I'm glad that it showed up. And I think Navy will do some good things this year, but our guys, they played out of their minds tonight, and it was just a great sight to see for a head coach.
Okay, we'll take questions from Jay Brewer and Mitch Harper.
Lonnie, just did you see this coming, this defensive performance, that you would just totally stonewall those guys? Did you kind of have an inkling that this would come?
I knew we had some physical guys up front, and I knew that Coach Suyaki was going to have this defense ready to play. And you look at the guys that we have that are ready to play. It's an experienced group and a lot of veterans, and so this wasn't like a new game for them. We had a lot of guys that are, although the scheme was different and we had to do a few different things by defending the option, we're going to rely on the fundamentals of the game to help us win. We're going to have to be physical up front. We're going to have to tackle well. We're going to have to block well on offense. And I challenged our team to be great fundamental players tonight, and it worked out. All the camp, the guys are doing exactly what our offense was doing this all camp long, and it made our defense better. And our defense was able to respond, and that this is a great sight to see. One game, got to build on it, get better from it. But I'm glad that we have a lot of guys that even young kids and newcomers come in and get some valuable reps.
Can't hear you.
Who's? Oh, okay.
Who's asking? He was asking if this helped establish an identity for your program, Kalani.
I don't know. I don't know if you can define everything from one game. I don't like to be defined by one game from the previous four years as a head coach, and so I just like to build on this, and I'm glad that we came out of this game mostly healthy. We have some guys that nicked up a little bit, but these guys worked really hard. I'm just proud of them. I'm proud of the leaders on their team. I'm proud of Matt Bushman, things that he did as a leader for our team to get us to this point. Kairos Tonga, all the seniors on our team, and they responded well, man. I was really proud of them. But this is the players made it happen. I'm just proud of them. They did exactly what I wanted them to do, and they're starting to own the team and own the program, and I'm really proud of them.
Okay, we'll take a question from Jared, Brandon, and Jake.
Congratulations on the win, Kalani. In the first quarter, you got a couple touchdowns, and then there was that interception, and that was a moment in the game where maybe Navy gets some momentum. How big was it the way the defense stood tall in that moment, shut them down, forced another punt, and just kind of kept the momentum on your side?
Well, we talked about it specifically that we were going to be aggressive and try to get early lead on as a team. We this was a team win. We discussed the game plan with everyone, and talked about all three phases, what we're going to try to get done, and we told the defense that, hey, we're going to try to do some things and be a little risky, and you're going to have to respond if there's a mistake, and they did, and I think allowing the players to have feedback and a voice in the game plan pays off because they execute the way they did tonight, and the defense response was awesome. I was really pleased with the way they tackled all night. I mean, Navy made some of us miss, but the way our guys ran to the ball, that was exactly what we needed. We needed that phenomenal effort from everyone, and offensively, the same thing. Special teams, we played great, and so great team win. Just I didn't do anything. I was a head coach. I just sat there and took a couple timeouts and declined a penalty or accepted it. I don't know. Just talked to the refs a little bit, and more than anything, I was just excited to just cheer the boys on. They had so much fun, and a lot. I mean, the credit goes to the players and their leadership, and I'm just proud of them.
Kalani, as dominant as the offense was, the defense was to set the tone. The offensive line seemed to really take the lead and procure 300 yards rushing. How good were they tonight? Did you see that performance coming from them?
Well, they've been doing that all camp, and you know, we were a little concerned because when we started playing our live work, they took it to our defense, and that was a little shocking because usually the defense is further ahead in scrimmages early on in camp, and the defense had to respond. They had to quickly get back on it, and you had this great battle of physical football on both sides, at the line of scrimmage especially, and they're really close. Kyrus and the boys with that old line. It's a lot of heavy bodies and a lot of big bodies in there, so it's a clash every time, and I'm glad that they were able to make each other better, you know, and but you know, our D line, I was just proud of the way they played, and I'm just gonna tell you, our coaches worked extremely hard. I was so happy for them, and Coach Tuyaki and Ed Lamb and the rest of the defensive staff did an amazing job, but so did the special teams, and so did Grimy and A-Rod and the offensive coaches. They had a great game plan, and let's keep this thing rolling. Let's build off of this. We got some time now to get ready for Army, and I look forward to our offense and our defense and special teams performing like this in consistent level.
Kalani, I wanted to ask you, in terms of that three-man front you guys put tonight, was that a specific thing you guys put in for defending the option, or is that going to be an option for you guys on the defense going forward as well?
Well, you saw our defensive depth chart. I think you guys are kind of scoffed at it a little bit because there's 15 guys on there, but we're going to utilize a bunch of different personnel sets, and we'll have to come with some new things against Army as well because they've got the film now, you know. So we're going to have to find some new ways and find different ways and research it a little bit, the best way to defend them. They're a little bit different than Navy, but has some similarities as well. But we can utilize so many different groups, and there we have safeties that can play backers that can play D-end, D-ends that can play D-tackle, nose guards that Kyrus would like to play D-end, but I think he's fine right where he's at. But, you know, we saw Caden Haas and you know, a bunch of new guys to the position and some young freshmen. You know, Seleti Fevaliaki did a great job, and Gabe Summers. I'm going to leave some guys out, but the starting Zach Dahl and Alden Toff, all those guys did a great job. I just, man, they were so physical. That made me so happy. And to see it on both sides of the line of scrimmage, man, I can't wait to watch this film, and I can't wait to build off of this.
Hey, Coach, but what can you tell us about what you saw from the quarterback position? Walk us through what you saw from Saku, then your decision and as to when you wanted to bring in David Romney and then Sol J, and why Jaron wasn't available.
Jaren's not 100% yet, and so we had to still slow down. He wasn't dressed, you know, and we have Sol J that's there, and we have a good number of quarterbacks. You know, Jacob Conover's now with the group, and so you know, I thought Zach did a great job, and I thought Baylor did a great job. You know, I have to look at it on film again, but I was talking to the defense when the interception happened, so I didn't get to see it all, but from what I was told, Neil kind of slipped or fell on his route or something like that, and yeah, tripped or something like that. But it's okay. We will have our defense have to respond, and I'm just glad they made the tackle so we can get on the field and get a stop. You know, but these guys, that was our game plan. We're going to try to do some things and throw the ball downfield a little bit. I think we started like that early, and you know, we'll have to devise a game plan for the team to execute against Army. But I love the fact that the players are all on board with this game plan, and they had a lot of feedback and a lot of say in it. And we have a really good collaboration with our coaches and our players right now. And the leaders, you know, having this expectation of the young guys. I mean, that was awesome. I got to watch the film. I'm so excited to watch it.
Okay, we'll take one more question from Jared.
I can hang out with you guys all night, man. That was fun.
Connie, I did want to ask about the atmosphere because, you know, you knew going in it was going to be somewhat different, scrimmage, you know, with the empty stadium, but at the same time it was playing football after all the uncertainty. So you touched on it a little bit, but talk about your emotions and the experience just overall.
Well, you know, I think because there's no fans here, and normally when we're on even away games, we have a good presence of visitor. You know, when we're on visiting, we have players from, I mean, fans from all over the country show up, and so the fact that they weren't here, you know, what was really exciting is seeing the fans outside of the stadium as we drove in on our buses, showing support even though they knew they couldn't come in. There's a good number of them, and I just want I want them to know how much we love and appreciate them doing that. Means a lot to these players, but we knew that we would have to have a lot of passion, excitement. But that's nothing that I try to generate. That's something that these guys have. They have this attitude. I've mentioned to you guys that their attitude of appreciation and just gratitude to be here. You know, they feel really fortunate to play this game, and they showed it. They showed it that they missed the little things, and during this pandemic, there's always the little things, details that you miss, and I think they love being around each other, and they value it now, and really want to make sure that we show our best every time, and honor the 60 minutes that we're given to play in this game.
Hey, thanks, Coach. That'll be all.
Appreciate you guys. Stay safe. Thank you.